Nigeria must prepare for the worst in responding. The Central Bank of Nigeria, on behalf of the Bankers Committee and in partnership with private sector led by Aliko Dangote Foundation, Access Bank, have come together to form the Nigerian Private Sector Coalition against COVID-19. This coalition was created out of the urgent need to combat the unfolding COVID-19 crisis in Nigeria. The rate at which the virus is spreading is unprecedented, and it appears we are fighting our most lethal adversary to date. So far, the federal government of Nigeria has made strides in the fight, but it is clear that the private sector needs to step in and support efforts already being made. The objectives of the coalition are: 1. Mobilize private sector thought leadership. 2. Mobilize private sector resources. 3. Increase general public awareness and education and buy-in. 4. Provide direct support to private and public health care's ability to respond to the crisis. And 5. Support federal government's effort. In doing this, these four major committees have been set up, comprising: 1, a steering committee. This group will be responsible for providing leadership and steer the coalition and committees in procuring all needed funding, equipment, and materials for the battle against this pandemic. The steering committee, according to consensus by the stakeholders in the private sector, will be chaired by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustapha, who currently chairs the Federal Government Committee on COVID-19. Other members of the steering committee will be announced later. 2. Funding committee. This committee will be responsible for the initial funding of this effort. Membership comprise the Central Bank of Nigeria, Aliko Dangote, Herbert Wigwe, Jim Ovia, Tony Elumelu, Shegun Agbaje, Abdul Samad Rabiu, and Mr. Femi Otedola. Each member of this committee is expected to contribute at least 1 billion naira to this effort. More members are invited and allowed as long as they are willing to contribute at least 1 billion naira. 3. Operational committee. This committee is responsible for project management, logistics, communication, and advocacy. This comprise the CBN, the Aliko Dangote Foundation, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, Stanbic IBTC, Eco Bank, Fidelity Bank, Unity Bank, and Nigerian breweries. Indeed, we also held some video conferencing facilities with the Bankers Committee this morning, and membership of this operational committee were all agreed this morning at the video conference meeting. 4. The technical committee. This committee is responsible for gathering data about the number and size of equipment and materials needed nationwide in different parts of the country to combat this pandemic. They will also be responsible for intellectual leadership around testing issues, treatment protocols, isolation centers, etc., just to mention a few. Membership comprise Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, the World Health Organization, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Federal Ministry of Health, and select members of the operational and funding committees. We will be working with reputable institutions and consultants, including the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Akin Abayomi, and I'm sure you will understand the reason for bringing him in. He has played a lot of role, he has done a lot of work, and he has shown dexterity in dealing with the issues so far in Lagos. Other consultants that will join are Dr. Christian Happy, as well as Dr. Philip Oyebujo. Information gathered so far has revealed that to procure all needed equipment, material, and infrastructure needed to fight this pandemic, over 120 billion naira needed to be raised, either through funding, donations, or equipment or material donation.